So I'm going to do a really quick weekly update. I am not posting this today, which is the 19th, because I'm going to post my March wrap up. And I don't really like posting 2 videos on one day. I do it sometimes if I like have a review video or something, but I prefer to have them on separate days. So I'm going to post this on the 20th. It doesn't really matter because I'm not really reading anything anyways. The books that I'm reading mostly right now are for the Book 2 prize. And that's basically it. So I have 3 more books for the Book 2 prize that I have to read. I've got 21 days. I think it'll be fine because they're pretty basic books. It's not, like Dostoevsky or anything like that. Like it's, they're contemporary books written by contemporary authors. Nothing is super challenging. God, I sound like such an ass. They're fine. I'm not trying to say the books are not good, but they're just very easy to read. So yeah, I'm reading those books. I still haven't finished The Feast of the Goat. I still haven't finished The Luminaries. I have finished My Time Among the Whites. I think that was the most recent book that I finished that is not for the Book 2 prize. But I just haven't really been reading. Yeah, I haven't wanted to do one of these update videos because it's not even that I haven't wanted to, it's just that I haven't felt compelled to. And I know I've talked about this, I think, in some other videos, but I just nothing, what, I'm not really reading. I was in quarantine. I was quarantining, for 2 weeks, and because I came into contact with someone, but everything's fine. I'm not sick. Everything's fine. So I was at home, and did I take that time to read a bunch? No, I just was emotionally and mentally distraught. I felt like I was letting my team down at work. I was nervous because I had come into contact with people already. I found out kind of after the fact. So I was like, please let me not get any symptoms. And thankfully did not get anything, but it was an emotionally stressful time. I'm going to start crying, which makes no sense, but when you can feel it. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's just everything is really emotional. And so I just don't know what the point is of getting on here and talking about the books that I can't talk about because they're Book 2 prize books, and the same freaking 3 books that I've been reading, The Luminaries, Feast of the Goat. How many times do you want to hear me say that I'm reading these same books? You don't. It's boring content. Although I do need to get into the mentality that theoretically people that watch Book 2 videos are watching multiple Book 2 videos, so you probably have forgotten. So I don't think that you would be too bothered, but I think it's boring personally for me to be talking about the same books over and over again. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Everything's just, I wish that I were reading more, and I'm not, and it's really frustrating. And again, it's that emotional factor. Plus, Jake and I have started watching Veep lately, and that show is so funny. It's just so funny. So all I want to do is watch Veep, but I've got dishes to do, I've got cats to take care of, I've got this and that, and who's he, what's it, and this and a bob, so there's too much. It's kind of when you get that feeling of I've got all of these things to do and I feel overwhelmed. And I think the problem, what the problem is that I haven't been utilizing my bullet journal properly. So I used to be okay, on days that I have work, I'm sorry, do you guys even care about this? I'm just going to do it because whatever, it's too late. I'm already doing it. Sorry, but I haven't talked to you guys, in a hot second like this kind of, so anyways, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so what I used to do is on days that I had work, I would pick 5 tasks to do at home-related tasks to do at the end of my work day, and then I would pick 10 tasks to do on a not work day. So it would be cleaning out this specific thing, spending an hour in the yard, taking care of the yard, yard work, etc. And I haven't been doing that, and I do think that that's what my problem is, and I think I'm going to start doing that again tomorrow. So tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to pick 5 things to add on to the end of my workday tomorrow, which would be today when this video is being posted, just because it feels overwhelming because there's literally so many things to do, and I'm using the word literally accurately. There are so many things to do, and you just get kind of overwhelmed by it's kind of when you go to the Cheesecake Factory or something and you have to make an order, but there's too many options on the menu, so you don't know what to get, and then you don't even want to order anything. You end up getting a soup because you're too confused. So that's kind of how I feel right now. So, And it's I'm annoyed because I can't see my mom, but her safety is more important to me than my annoyance. And there's just, we're living in a weird time. And again, I haven't been watching BookTube, and I do get in this like weird, it's not like I'm in a weird funk, but it's in this, it's this constant place that I've been for the last like year or so where I'm not really watching BookTube videos, and I feel like that's like I'm separating myself from the community, and I feel like it's really important, like for me personally, to be watching and commenting on other people's videos, because comments mean so much. Like I feel like I do not care about view count. I care about like comments, which is again so dumb because I like take forever to respond to comments. But it's so nice because it's like, oh, someone cares enough when they watch my video to leave me, even if it's just like a hey, it just feels good. And I feel like I'm not providing that to other people that I like really care about, because a lot of the people that I watch on BookTube are, in my opinion, my friends, and I feel like I'm letting them down by not commenting. And I know all of you guys are gonna say like, oh, it's fine, we understand. It's so annoying because everyone is so understanding. Like I know that it is fine, and I appreciate the understanding, but it's still, you can't. Rational and emotional selves are just two different people. My rational self understands, but my emotional self is still just like you don't deserve this. Like you don't deserve to be having like content. You don't deserve this because you're not putting in the work to like comment and watch other people's videos, which is just so annoying to myself. And again, it has to do with the fact that I don't have time to like sit and watch videos because I have to take care of so many things. So whatever. We're doing, that was my little whatever. So, and I am fine. I feel like people watch my videos and like are concerned about my like anxiety level. And I totally get that I come off as being like a really scattered, crazy person, but I am actually quite fine. I am fine. Hearing myself say that I'm fine over and over again is making it sound like I'm not fine, but I promise I actually am. I've got a roof, I've got food, I've got cats, I've got Jake, I've got a job still, everything is actually fine, but also at the same time, everyone feels the way that I'm feeling right now. I think it's we're living during a pandemic. Like, what is the world even going to be? It's not going to be the same. So anyways, I'm sure y'all are freaking over hearing about coronavirus. So let's move on to what I was going to say a second ago before I distracted myself with talking about coronavirus. The indie press project is still going strong, but I haven't started reading my book for that either, so I need to do that. We're reading a Europa book this month, so if you are interested in participating, you just need to read a Europa book this month and then make a review video specifically for that book and put in the title like indie press project, Europa, whatever, and publish it on the last day of the month. I have a lot of confidence in myself that I can do these things. I'm going to try to do 24 and 48 this weekend. I was going to do it last weekend, but then we had to do other things and it just didn't work out. But this weekend, I feel confident in myself that I'm going to do it. I'm not on call. Everything's great. I'm going to do it. So yeah, I need to do that and then other stuff. But I don't actually need to do any of it. So, except I do need to read the BookTube Prize because I'm not about to let Robert down. I have to finish those books. It's not like the nonfiction where I feel like I could sneak away. Like, I actually do need to finish the books. I think that one of the books that I read already, I was like, oh, this is okay. And then the ending just completely changed my mind about the book. I'm not going to say in which direction because I don't want to spoil anything, but it is actually really important to read a fiction book the whole way through because the ending can totally change your mind about things. So anyways, I guess that's enough rambling. I already forgot what I came on here to talk about. Yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. Please, take care of yourself. I feel like everyone talks about mental health and stuff, and it's like, it's a real thing. Mental health is really important in these. I mean, it's always important. I feel like my one hope that happens from this thing is that people appreciate and not appreciate, but are more or have destigmatized mental health issues and things like that. I think that would be one positive thing that might come from this. So fingers are crossed. Everyone needs help and needs to talk to someone. Every single person, I don't care if you think that you're fine, that's good for you, but every single person should be talking to someone. And, please be safe. Wash your hands. Okay, I'm gonna go.